Listen to me. Life will hit you hard. You will fall. You will fail. People will leave. Plans will break. And dreams might feel distant. But that's not the end. That's the start of your comeback. You don't get stronger from easy. You get stronger from storms, from setbacks, from the moments you think you can't take another step, but you take it anyway. That's where champions are built. Not in comfort, in the chaos. You are built to rise. You are born with a fire in your soul that doesn't quit. So stop crying over the fall. Start training for the rise. Every great story has a low point. But what makes it legendary is the comeback. You want to know who you really are? You found out when everything is against you and you still refuse to quit. That's strength. That's power. That's growth. So whatever knocked you down, it doesn't own you. The pain, the loss, the failure, that's not your identity. Your response is. Your fight is. Your comeback is. Come back stronger. Come back smarter. Come back hungrier. Because when they count you out, that's the moment you count yourself in. Let them doubt you. Let them walk away. But make sure they regret it when they see who you become. Fall down 7, stand up 8. No excuses, no pity parties. Just work. Just grind. Just resilience. This is your comeback season. Rise up and come back stronger. Pain is not punishment. It's preparation. And this idea might sound simple, even cliche at first, but when life truly hits you, when everything starts to fall apart, that's when this truth becomes your weapon. You see, too many people confuse pain with failure. They think just because they're hurting, they must be doing something wrong. Just because life feels unbearable, they assume they've messed up or fallen behind. But the truth is, pain doesn't always mean punishment. Sometimes pain is life's way of molding you, shaping you, preparing you for something far greater than you can see in the moment. Think about it. Every diamond starts as cold, is dark, is rough, and it has no shine. But after intense pressure, not just once, but for a long time, it transforms. That's what pain does to you if you let it. It adds weight, it adds resistance, it adds pressure, but not to break you, to prepare you. Because if you're going to shine at the next level, you can't arrive soft. You can't walk into greatness without scars. Every champion, every leader, every successful person you admire, they've all been through something. They've all carried pain, but they didn't fold under it. They grew through it. You got to change the way you view your pain. Stop running from it. Stop numbing it. Stop avoiding it like it's a curse. Pain is a teacher. It teaches you what comfort never could. Pain reveals what's real. It strips away your excuses, your pride, your illusions. When everything's smooth, anybody can pretend to be focused, disciplined, strong. But when life flips the switch and you're walking through fire, that's when the real you shows up. Or does it? And that's why the pain is necessary. It's not punishment, it's the mirror. It's showing you your gaps. Once you see them, you can fix them. People want purpose, but they don't want the pressure that comes with it. People want to grow, but they don't want to hurt. It doesn't work that way. The weight you're carrying, it's building you. The heartbreak you went through is strengthening you. The failure that embarrassed you is humbling you. It's all preparation. Every tear, every loss, every lonely night where you wanted to give up. That's your training ground. Life doesn't give you a blessing without a lesson. You've got to prove you're ready for it. And pain is the test. Look at your life. The moments that change you, the experiences that shape your character. Were they easy? Probably not. It's the pain that made you focus. It's the pain that forced you to get serious. Some of the best decisions you made came after the worst moments in your life. That's not a coincidence. That's purpose. That's preparation. Pain opens your eyes. It wakes you up. It separates the average from the great. The people who give up during pain were never built for the next level. But those who endure it, learn from it, and grow through it, Those are the ones who come back stronger. Sometimes life puts you through seasons of pain because it knows what's ahead. You may not see it, but life is clearing out your weaknesses. It's toughening your skin. It's preparing your heart. It's forcing you to level up before you level up. So when you get there, you're ready. You can't skip this part. There's no shortcut. You don't get to success without the scars. You don't reach your destiny without the detours. That pain you're in right now is not random, it's preparation. The deeper the pain, the greater the purpose behind it. You've got to trust the process. I know it hurts. I know some nights you lie awake wondering if it's all worth it, if anything's ever going to change. But I'm telling you, if you stay with it, if you keep grinding, keep growing, that pain will become your power. One day you'll look back and say, that moment almost broke me. But I didn't break. I built something in that storm. I became something stronger in that fire. Don't curse the pain, embrace it. Learn from it. Let it work on you. Because there's a version of you that doesn't exist yet. And that version only shows up on the other side of pain. That version doesn't fall under pressure. That version knows how to lead, how to love, how to focus, how to execute. But it's going to cost you. It's going to hurt. And that's okay. Because pain is not the enemy. Fear is. Quitting is. Doubt is. Pain is part of the process. Pain is growth in disguise. So if you're going through something right now, breathe. Take a moment. But don't stop. Don't let pain paralyze you. Let it push you. Let it fuel you. Let it build you, brick by brick, into the person you were born to be. Every setback is a setup for a stronger comeback. And every ounce of pain is preparing you to handle the weight of the blessing that's coming. Remember this, the greatest transformations come from the greatest trials. Pain isn't there to destroy you, it's there to prepare you. So hold your head high, walk through the fire. You're not being punished, you're being prepared for something bigger, something greater, something that only a stronger, wiser, and more focused version of you can handle. Keep going, keep believing. And most of all, come back stronger. Don't let the fall define you. Let the rise reshape you. That one truth can completely change the way you see your journey, your setbacks, and your potential. Falling is inevitable. Every single one of us is going to stumble, fail, get rejected, feel lost, or hit rock bottom at some point. But the mistake we often make is believing that the fall is who we are. Like that one failure becomes our identity. We wear it like a label. I messed up. I'm not good enough. I couldn't make it. But hear this clearly. The fall is an event, not your identity. It's something that happened, not something that defines you. Too many people get stuck in their lowest moments because they decide that the fall is the final chapter. They sit in it. They replay it. They build their future based on that moment of weakness, not realizing that strength is built in the comeback. Your story isn't over when you fall. It starts getting powerful when you rise. What really matters isn't that you failed, is what you do next. That's where the transformation begins. That's when the rise starts to reshape you into something greater than you were before. You have a choice every time you fall. You can either stay there and let it become your identity, or you can stand back up, learn, grow, and become someone new in the process. The fall might have broken your pride, but the rise will build your character. The fall might have shaken your confidence, but the rise will strengthen your belief. Every time you get up, you become more focused, more disciplined, more powerful. And eventually you look back at that fall and realize it was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to develop you. Understand something real. Nobody great became great without falling. Nobody reached their peak without scraping their knees on the way up. Go study the champions, the icons, the legends. They all fell. They lost jobs, they failed tests, they got rejected, they hit walls. But the difference is they didn't let that fall become who they were. They didn't build their identity around the failure. They use the rise to rewrite the story. Falling is part of it, but too many people fear it. They avoid risks. They stay safe. They never try because they're afraid to fall. What they don't realize is that staying down is far more dangerous than falling. When you stay down, you stop moving. You stop learning. You stop growing. You get stuck in who you were instead of becoming who you were meant to be. The fall is temporary unless you make it permanent by refusing to rise. Rising doesn't mean everything is perfect. It doesn't mean you have it all figured out. Rising means you're not giving up. It means you're choosing to keep going despite the scars, the doubts, and the damage. It means you're not going to let one chapter write your entire book. You're taking control of your narrative and choosing to shape it with strength, not sorrow. When you rise, something shifts inside you. You're separated from the rest of the world, and everything that you do becomes a $10 active laugh. You become more resilient. You stop relying on comfort and start trusting the process. You stop looking for easy and start leaning into what's necessary. You build grit. You build a foundation that can't be shaken by every setback because you've been there and you rose. Think about it. Some of your greatest qualities, your patience, your wisdom, your empathy, your drive, they were born in hard seasons. They didn't come from success. They came from struggle. And if that's true, then why would you fear the fall? It might hurt, but it also might be the moment that shapes everything. The fall wakes you up. The rise builds you up. And the person who emerges from that process is stronger than the one who fell in the first place. You've got to stop seeing failure as the end. See it as the instruction, as the training, as the refinement. Fire doesn't destroy gold, it purifies it. Pressure doesn't crush diamonds, it creates them. You are no different. Every time you fall, you have the opportunity to rise better. But it's not automatic. You got to choose it. You've got to get up. Even when your legs shake, you've got to move forward even when your mind doubts. You've got to believe in the future. You inspire others not by being perfect, but by being relentless. You light the way for others by showing them that it's possible to come back from anything, that the fall didn't define you, it refined you. That the rise didn't just restore you, it reshaped you into someone unstoppable. So stop apologizing for falling. Start committing to rising. Start overthinking what went wrong. Start building what went wrong. Stop building what can go right. The next version of you isn't built in comfort, it's built in the climb. And every single rise is a reminder that you are more than your lowest moments. You are more than your failures. You are more than what broke you. You are becoming, and your rise will prove it. Let the fall define you. Let the rise reshape you. That's how champions are made. That's how legacies are built. And that's how you'll come back, not just stronger, but better than ever. Storms don't come to destroy you. They come to reveal you. That's something most people miss. Because when life hits them hard, when everything starts going wrong, the first instinct is to panic, to question, to assume the worst. Why me? What did I do to deserve this? Is this the end? But what if the storm you're going through isn't here to wipe you out? What if it's here to wake you up? You see, storms have a way of exposing what's real. They don't care about your image. You talk, or the filters you use to make life look pretty. They cut through the noise. When the winds pick up and the pressure rises, your true foundation is tested. That's where your discipline, your character, your values, all the things you said you had, either show up or fall apart. And that's not a bad thing. that's necessary. Because how can you ever grow if you don't know what's actually holding you back? How can you become the person you were born to be if you keep hiding behind a version of yourself that crumbles under pressure? Storms aren't the enemy. Comfort is, because in comfort, you can fake strength. You can pretend to be focused. You can play it safe and act like you're growing, but in reality, you're coasting. It's the storm that calls your bluff. It's the storm that says, show me what you're made of. And when that storm hits, when life puts you in a place where you have to fight, where you have to dig deep, that's when you discover who you are. Some people fold in the storm. Some panic, some give up. But others rise, others adapt. Others find a part of themselves they didn't even know existed. That resilience, that relentless will to keep pushing, it doesn't show up in sunshine. It shows up in struggle. And once you've seen what you're capable of in the storm, you can never go back to who you were before it. You become more. You become stronger. You become wiser. The storm didn't destroy you, it revealed you. Think about how nature works. The strength of a tree isn't proven on a calm, sunny day. It's proven during a hurricane. That's when its roots are tested. That's when you see what it's anchored to. Your life is the same way. When everything's good, when the money's flowing, when people are cheering you on, anybody can stay motivated. But what happens when it all falls apart? What happens when you lose the job, the relationship, the opportunity, or even yourself? That's the storm. That's when you find out what's real. Not just in your life, but in your heart. The storm clears the fake. It breaks the illusion. It shakes you so hard that what's not rooted has to fall. And that's not punishment. That's protection. You can't build your future on weak foundations. You can't chase your purpose with shallow values. The storm removes what's not meant for you. It refocuses your priorities. It forces you to take ownership. That's not destruction. That's development. And yeah, it hurts. Nobody enjoys the chaos. Nobody wants to feel lost, confused, or broken. But pain isn't the enemy. Pain is the signal. Pain is the push. It's life saying, you're capable of more. Let me show you. And every time you survive a storm, you walk out with a new level of confidence. Not the fake kind that comes from hype, but the real kind that comes from surviving, from enduring, from standing in the middle of hell and refusing to back down. So the next time a storm hits, don't just ask, why me? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? Don't just run from the storm. Face it, walk through it. Let it reveal what needs to be revealed. Because on the other side of that storm is the version of you that's more focused, more grounded, more unstoppable. Sometimes life has to break your routine to rebuild your resilience. That's who face. Sometimes it has to shake your world so you can wake up to your true potential. The storm isn't always here to harm you. It's often here to heal you, to cleanse your life of what no longer serves you, to prepare you for the next chapter that requires a stronger, more refined version of you. The people who go the most aren't the ones who avoid storms. They're the ones who embrace them, who stand tall, soaked in rain, facing the wind and say, this is tough, but so am I. And every time you do that, you grow, you get better, you build character, you build patience, you build wisdom that no textbook, no seminar, no easy path could ever give you. You earn it through experience, through fire, through storms. So don't curse your storm. Thank it. Learn from it. Let it reveal what you were too distracted to see. Let it strip away what was holding you back. Let it shape you into someone who doesn't just survive life, but dominates it. Because when you understand that storms don't come to destroy you, but to reveal you, you stop fearing them. You start using them, you come back from every storm sharper, stronger, and more certain of who you are and where you're going. Not because you avoided the storm, but because you faced it, you learned from it, and you let it do its work. You didn't just go through it, you grew through it. And now you're not the same, you're better, You're built and you're ready for whatever comes next.